But think about what they do, that Klaus Schwab up there at the WEF.
Oh, the Klaus Schwab that Bill Maher has never heard of, despite
Mhm.
interviewing people associated with WEF. That one,
That was amazing.
wasn't it? I got
I
all
like
these
that he
comments.
asked me about the racist tweet, and I just went off on that racist tweet bit.
Yeah.
I think that people are talking about that too, aren't they?
You're generating a lot of conversation. That's what you do. And I got contacted by Newsweek for a comment. My favorite thing they asked me. It was so funny.
They're so arrogant. They don't get it at all. It reminds me of that Bob Dylan song. It goes, but something is happening here, but you don't know what it is.
Mr.
Do
Jones.
you, Mr. Jones?
Yeah. Well, they asked me. They said, since your mom always says she's taken out of context, why does she continue to speak? Was basically what they had asked me.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, do you want to take responsibility for taking it out of context? Or you just want her to stop saying things that you can take out of context? Because to me, if I take something out of context, like they do to Tucker or whatever, I would feel responsible for doing that. Like, oh, I'm lying about what they said, or I'm misrepresenting. I'm the asshole. But the American media is like, oh, I'm going to take this out of context and ruin your life. And if you don't like it, then stop speaking. Why are you speaking?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? That's insanity.
It's insanely sexist, but they're getting away with that now because they took away the sexist part and put in the trans Jesuit stuff. Just got women like me out. It's not a joke.
I don't think it's limited to just sexism. I know what you're saying, but I think they're doing it to everybody who just tells the truth. I think it's more.
Well, that would mostly be women like me.
Yeah.
And men like me, we're the ones getting shut up because we actually dissent from this left-wing power bullshit.
Yeah.
And we really dissent the way they treat Trump because, man, they are, I say they're showing America what they've done to black people all along.
Yeah, it's pathological. It's insanity. It's derangement. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And it's overt. It's overt.
Because you sometimes wonder when you watch those shows about, they get a black guy gets out of prison after 25 years of saying he didn't do it. And then DNA clears him. And then they go back and look at the trial, implanting false evidence, not allowing the defense to know about it. Everything that they're doing to Trump, that's what they do to just convict any black guy to get, a conviction so they can get reelected as the district attorney. Just dirty from the top. And it's in full vision of the American people to see it and not let themselves be pulled into either camp of going, well, they deserved it or they didn't. Don't even go there. There's no two sides to it. No. It's about dissent and militarizing the police force, which that's why I quoted the movie Planet of the Apes, because everybody should go back and watch that movie.
I agree. It's one of my favorite. All right, a couple more things to go over. I got notes here. It looks like they are going to open an official impeachment inquiry. I remember when Mike Johnson said there wasn't enough evidence. We all freaked out, like he's a fucking traitor. But he was just waiting for more evidence. And to me, it's an open and shut case. There's even more that came out. But I just wanted to get your thoughts again on the potential impeachment inquiry. And for people who don't know what that is, that's where they meet and say, hey, should we move forward with the impeachment process? Just an inquiry, which the Republicans haven't done yet, despite Biden being corrupt as all hell, and it's obvious. Now, the Democrats impeached Trump twice without doing this. They just impeached him. So Republicans are trying to be smart, which is why I don't like them. Why are you being smart? Just fucking play dirty like the opposing sides. But maybe in the end, it'll be better. But anyway, that is going to happen in the next week or two. So are you excited about it, or do you think it's going to be another cover-up like the elite pedophile ring?
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I talk too much. The impeachment inquiry, they are going forward with it on Biden, it looks like. So what do you think? Are you excited?
Well, here's what I think. I think that everybody knows Biden's on the way out there. He can't, he's wearing the adult diapers there. And Bill's had about enough of that. He's had enough. So China thinks he has till the end of December before he's gone. So China's got to make all their moves now. A lot of those being in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. So they're just, they'll huff and puff, and I don't know that they'll blow anybody's house down. When they call it an impeachment inquiry, I don't want to laugh. But whatever, China knows they got till the end of this year, or possibly a little bit into January, to make their big move, and everybody knows what that is. And they can count on Biden to do nothing because, he's stirring up shit over there in Gaza, and he is stirring it up. But I'll tell you, America, I wish Israel would cut ties with the United States at this point, with this administration, and say, we'll catch up with you when and if Trump comes back. But how you're doing us now, you're making us into the enemy.
Yeah.
And we know why you're doing it, but we have other options. And it's astounding to me that these people have no idea that there are other options for people in the Middle East besides their way, their caliphate, their expansionist imperialism to take over all Christian democracies on earth and destroy the state of Israel with the help of communist Jews.
That's the plan.
The other Jews call me. I'll tell you. First, the right-wing Jews call me, and I said, and then the left-wing Jews call me. The other Jews, I call them the other Jews, and they're like, "You're this and that," and the Zionist, and they call me, and then the other Jews are calling me too. But it's like, it's. I hope that y'all will light the first candle with me tomorrow night, with the idea in the mind of being peace on earth.
Oh, you see